It's a very good question, Laura. I guess he's one of a number of ministers to come out and publicly back Gladys Berejiklian. And I guess your options are to either publicly back her or resign from cabinet. It's as simple as that. I know the Nationals is a bit of a different kettle of fish. You could have threatened again that the coalition was broken. So I think Gladys Berejiklian would be feeling pretty gratified that he's come out and given that level of support. When about a month ago it was well known in New South Wales government circles that she wanted him out of her government. What I can say about this too, though, is that even though there's a lot of public support from cabinet ministers for Gladys Berejiklian, I'm yet to speak to many people up there in that party room and in that cabinet who endorse Gladys Berejiklian's behaviour in relation to this scandal. And I'm not talking about her relationship. I'm talking about disclosures and whether or not she should have gone to ICAC.
It goes to
I just wanted to make that very clear.
Yeah, it goes to judgment as well. And look, Andrew, I think you're the same here. I can't find many that actually think Gladys Berejiklian, they think she will survive for now, but they can't see her being there at the next election. And perhaps Jodie McKay won't be either. But look, with John Barilaro's endorsement this morning, if he didn't, let's look at the scenario if he didn't endorse her, it would have looked opportunistic, and perhaps there are now mutual, it's mutual beneficial that they support each other.
Yeah, very good point. And also, I guess, like all politicians, they look at the polling and the public are behind her at the moment. So, you know, pending any more revelations, look, we're in uncharted territory here. There is a bit of a view, I think, from some in the Berejiklian camp that ICAC had the belief that she would resign on the day she gave evidence, just as Barry O'Farrell did, just as Nick Greiner did. So embarrassed would she be by the phone calls which revealed she knew one of her MPs she was having a relationship with was getting a cut from developers and was lobbying her government. But that obviously didn't occur. So now a lot of it comes down to the ICAC report or whether more revelations can be dug up, particularly by journalists. I know the Premier's office is working pretty hard to prevent journalists investigating further in relation to this issue. They're applying pressure. The question is, Laura, one interesting question is, what if ICAC doesn't make a finding against Gladys Berejiklian, but they criticise her? That they're critical of her failures to report or make disclosures. What does she do then? Does she go then? Or does she say, well, there's no official finding, I've done nothing wrong, I'm staying? And if that occurs, and I believe that's likely, well, at least we're going to get a report at some time in the first half of next year, do her colleagues stick with her in that circumstance? So ICAC, once again, has a lot of power in terms of the future of a Liberal Premier here. Yeah, well, it all comes down to the polls, as you say, I would suggest, and personal ambition of others that perhaps have their eye on the top job as well.